Hey there guys, welcome to Over the Moony. My name is Katie and today I am so excited to be doing our very first crafted video of 2021. I'm really excited to announce to you that Jessi and I have been incredibly proactive. We spent a couple hours one evening sorting out crafted for the entire year. So you guys are going to be getting a brand new episode of crafted every single month. Yay. I'm so excited. So excited. We have so many fun things up our sleeves. We have a couple unique ideas that I am very excited to be presenting to you guys, and we're just gonna have such a fun time doing this. Like, truly cannot wait to do this. If you are new to my channel and you don't know what crafted is, it is a series that I do with my lovely friend Jessi over at Miss Cherry's channel. In the traditional crafted videos, we will send each other craft supplies with a specific scene or character idea from a Disney film that we have to create a craft based around. We do some variations on that, and then we usually will get to also pick a craft of our own choosing to make based upon the same thing, a scene or a character. And so this month we are belatedly celebrating Tangled's 10th anniversary by doing a Tangled themed crafted, and I am so wildly excited to be sharing this with you guys. So if you are new here to my channel, hello, welcome. Like I said, my name is Katie. This is my channel. Hello. I would absolutely love it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button down below to become a part of our little corner of the internet here. I do post 2 new videos every single week, and we talk about Disney, Harry Potter, Funko, tons of DIY stuff. I have a lot more planned for the year that I'm very excited to be bringing to you. So if that sounds like it is something that would be up your alley, then please feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you. Of course, if you enjoy this video, enjoy this type of video, or just like me, then feel free to give this video a big thumbs up down below. It is such a quick, easy way to support your favorite content creators here on YouTube, and we really appreciate it when you do that. And of course, I'm gonna need you guys to leave me some comments down below, because you know that I love chatting with you guys down there. You'll have to let me know what Tangled inspired craft you would like to make, because I'm curious to know. And also, if you got the supplies that Jessi sent over to me, what you would make with those supplies. And of course, you guys are gonna have to go on over to Jessi's channel, because she is obviously doing Tangled crafts as well, and I know what she's making for her own craft. I know she's gonna pull it off, even though she's nervous about it, and it's gonna be epic. So you're gonna definitely have to go over there and check that out. I'll of course leave links down below to Jessi's channel so that you can head over there, and her video as well, so you can just go pop right on over there. And if you're not subscribed to Jessi, which I find very hard to believe because she's basically like queen of our Disney community at this point, then you can go subscribe to her, because if you like me, you'll love her, I promise you. So definitely make sure that you do that. I'm gonna go ahead, roll back time a little bit to when I did open up Jessi's box that she sent over to me, and then we will get right into starting to create the crafts for this crafted. I cannot wait to show you guys. I'm just saying right off the bat, one of my crafts might be my favorite thing that I've ever made. Just saying. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in this present state on the other side of all of the craftiness. Let's just go. Alright guys, so I opened up my package from Jessi. Well, I opened it. I haven't actually opened it. So since I picked a scene, Jessi's picking a character for me, and since Jessi picked a character, I picked a scene for her. So of course you're gonna have to go over to her channel to see what scene I picked for her. I'm opening it up and I'm seeing this very beautiful golden envelope with this very beautiful sticker on the back from the Masquerade collection. Oh my goodness, how beautiful. So very on brand. We have a beautiful Rapunzel card. On the back it says, "Go live your dream." Yay! Okay, so it says, "Katie, love your love your face. So happy we've got another year of crafted together. Love, Jessi. Your character is Punzi." Yes! All right, so as I was opening that, these fell out. They are little buttons, I think, but they're flowers. They're so pretty. Yeah, so these are creative button assortments for crafting, card making, quilting, sewing, and scrapbooking, and these are so pretty. Okay, so I'm very excited to see what else we got in here. The Button Artist Fun and Easy Buttons. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, so we have, look at all these little beads. And then these beautiful big purple buttons. Okay, okay. I don't know where we're going, but I'm excited to find out. And then the next package we have are, oh wow. Okay, so we got a similar package and it is gold buttons with these beads and buttons, smaller buttons. And we have a canvas, I believe. Yes, so just a blank canvas. I have ideas. I've never done button art before, and I've seen it done before, and I think it looks really, really cute. I am naturally drawn to these smaller buttons, like these smaller beads that are up on the top more so than the big buttons, which is like probably stupid because it takes like 7,000 years longer. But I just feel like you can get so many more details, but I think I can probably do like a happy medium of the two. Just need to figure out how to do it. So it actually has like a walkthrough on the back of how to create like a letter for your name. It just says glue a single layer of buttons onto your chosen surface, add another layer of buttons on top of the first, and then fill in the empty spots with the beautiful button / bead mixture. Frame it, hang it, and give it as a gift. So that seems easy enough. This is gonna be really pretty, or it's gonna be a giant disaster. One way or the other, we're making a craft that I'm very excited to make. I'm probably gonna watch a couple videos of doing like a silhouette type thing first before I jump in and do it, but I'm really excited to get this started. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my actual crafts. We have a lot of work to do. A lot of work, but that's okay. So I'm gonna get started on everything, and I'm going to do a lot of like the boring work first, and then we'll come back in and I'll fill you guys in as we go along. So guys, let's get crafting. Okay, so I got most of the boring stuff out. I still have to do some weeding, but I figured I would let you guys in on what I'm doing for my crafts that I chose. And so I instantly, when we decided to do Tangled, of course, went to the iconic lantern scene, and I love lanterns. Lanterns are probably one of my favorite decor items that I can have. So I got a lantern from Home Goods. This wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but I'm actually really, really excited to see how this is gonna come out. So this is the lantern that I picked up. Did buy the candle separately. I have it just in there. This lantern was $24.99. Let me tell you guys a couple options that you have as far as lanterns go. All right, so I am leaving the glass the way it is because of what I'm doing, and also because the glass panes individually don't come out. I find that it's a lot easier to frost the glass panes if they actually do come out of the lantern and you're able to lay them down flat. If you did want to get a lantern that you can frost the glass panes, I did that before with a lantern, and this is how it looks. This is the Haunted Mansion lantern that I made for myself, but you can see that the glass is not completely see-through, which gives it a little bit more of a haunted look in the background, that like you don't see the flame, but it's kind of there. So that is an option. You also can go ahead and you can use stencil vinyl, which was a thought that came through my head, but I'm a little nervous to do it just because if it messes up and if it bleeds at all, then you're kind of screwed. But you can put stencil vinyl on like you would regular vinyl and then spray the frosted glass paint over top of it so that when you light the candle, it's only gonna come through in those little areas that you left out. So that was a thought that came through my head, but I'm deciding not to do that. We are leaving this one just completely the way that it is as far as the glass goes. I went through, did some cutouts on my Cricut. I haven't weeded them yet, but I did cut everything out. The black vinyl, I have the silhouette of Flynn, Ryder, and Rapunzel in their boat. So I went through and I sliced the file so that I can have it in 3 separate sections. So their silhouette is going to go in the 1, 2, 3 panes on the front. So this one, this one, this one. We have 6 total panes of glass. And then on the front 3, I am also going to put these lanterns that I cut out. So the front 3 are going to have them on the outside of the glass. And then I am going to put the other 3 that I cut on the inside of the lantern on the back, so that when the candle is lit on the inside, it's gonna kind of bounce that light around, and I think it's gonna look really pretty. I'm going to leave a link down below to the file that I use. This is a file that I did get off of Etsy. The lanterns are very simple. They do not have the Corona sun in there or anything, because I was thinking of weeding and how long it would take to weed, and I was like, you know what, it's fine. It's fine if they're just regular, simple looking lanterns. I don't care. And I actually had thought about doing the Corona sun in the back, like up at the top, but if we're sticking true to the scene, it should just look like lanterns all over the place, lit up. In my mind, this looks amazing, and I'm hoping that that is how it's going to actually look when I'm doing it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with weeding, which is like the least exciting part of any Cricut project. I'm actually gonna throw Tangled on in the background while I work. I mean, really, I don't know that I'm gonna film too much of what I'm doing, just because the process is very straightforward. You just weed the vinyl and then you put it on there. The gold that I'm using is by Tech Wrap, so I will leave a link to that down below. I picked that up off of Amazon. Guys, I'm really excited for this project, and I'm very hopeful that it's gonna turn out how I envision it. Oh, God, I hope so. Do you ever just have those projects that you're like really anxious to do, but you're very nervous that they're not gonna turn out how you envision them? That's me right now, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get trying. Okay, so I am done with my first craft with my lantern, and I can't wait to show you guys. It might be my favorite craft that I've ever done. Like, ever? Maybe? I'm not sure. But I love it so much. So building the suspense so you guys can get excited too, because I love it. So now we're on to craft number 2, which is going to be our button art. So I was watching actually Miss Allie Cakes. I remember that she had done a bell button art, and I was just like, all right, let me just see how people normally do this. So she did find a silhouette that she printed out and then glued the buttons down on top of that. So since hers was printed out and just like on a piece of paper, mine needs to be on the canvas that Jessi sent over to me. So I think the easiest thing that I can do is to just print out the silhouette of Rapunzel using my Cricut to put onto my canvas, and then from there I can glue down all of my buttons. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on getting all of that cut out and get started on making this button art. I'm so excited. This is such a great crafted. I mean, I'm sailing my expectations for this button art into like really lofty expectation status, but hopefully it comes out as perfect as I'm assuming it's going to. Nothing can go wrong with that, right? All right, I'm gonna stop chatting and get my button gear so that I can make this happen. I'm really excited for this. Yay. Okay. Bye. Alright guys, so we are done with all of our crafts, and I'm so excited to show them to you. So I'm going to start with the one that I made with the supplies that Jessi sent over to me, and I'm not going to lie to you, I wasn't sure how I thought it was going to come together. There were some dicey times where I was like, no, this isn't gonna work out. But if you really just kind of take your time with it, don't rush it, let it simmer, walk away from it, come back to it, lay out your buttons first before you glue them down. That's a big thing, so that you can move things around. Ultimately, I think that this came out really well. And sorry that I didn't film a lot of that process, but honestly, it was just a lot of repetitive putting buttons down, putting buttons down, putting buttons down. So I'll tell you a little bit more about my technique, but ultimately, this is what we came up with. I think this looks so pretty. I love the flowers that Jessi sent because I think that those really ended up popping off the hair and everything, but I just think that this came out so lovely. So the variety of buttons that I got in the purple set, there were so many more buttons and so many more varieties of buttons in that set. So I had a lot of fun playing around with the texture on her dress. But for her hair, it was a lot of the same buttons, so I didn't have as much to play with, but I really like how like there's these swirly textured ones, and I think that they worked out really well with the hair. And shout out to John, because I had only brought the buttons like up to here, and then he was like, you probably should bring them out here because that's obviously her hair. And I was like, yes. And so that made it look a lot better. Then he had me put one in here too, which you can't really see because it's clear and it dried down, so it really picked up the black back there. I just think that that ended up working out really well. So I will say with the purple side, I used hot glue. With the yellow side, I used Mod Podge, and I personally would go with Mod Podge over the hot glue because the hot glue dries so fast that you don't really have time to move things around if you need to. Also, just like the strings and just the general clunkiness of the hot glue, no. I really like how the Mod Podge dried down a lot better, especially with these clear buttons. You don't even see the glue. Like it truly dried down super clear. I really love how this came out. I wish I could have incorporated the beads a little bit more. I feel like I was either gonna go the way of using only beads, and that would have been incredibly time consuming, or just going with the buttons, that being what I used. So that's what I did. I obviously kept out all the leftover beads and everything, so one day I would love to be able to do something with them because they were so pretty. But I did try to like spruce up some of these buttons with the beads and stuff, and I put them in there, but it wasn't how I wanted to use the beads, but it's okay. That's completely fine. I think that it came out really pretty. I'm very pleased with it. I've never done anything like this before. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I think that this is something that even like kids can do. You can just print out a silhouette like on a piece of paper, regular printer paper, and have them just go through and glue down onto the printer paper, and I think that that would turn out really pretty. And I will leave a link down below to the video that I referenced before that Miss Ellie Cakes posted about doing her bell one, because that helped me a lot. This little bear had a birthday yesterday, so everyone give your streaky birthday wishes. She turned 6. Now we're on to my craft that I made, and I'm thoroughly obsessed with it. I think that it is stunningly gorgeous. I am thrilled with the lantern that I picked. Everything just came together better than I could have possibly imagined. Here we go. I'm gonna turn down I'll give you guys the full overview first, and then I'll turn down the ring light and put the candle on so you can see. So like I said, I cut down this SVG, which I will leave a link to down below. I got it on Etsy for like $1, I think. I cut it down, sliced it up. I don't know, you guys can barely see, but the back 3 panels have the lanterns on the inside, and the front 3 panels have everything on the outside. This looks amazing at night because it's just so silhouetted. I don't think that it's coming off nearly as beautiful as it actually is on camera, but I am beyond obsessed with this. I love it so much. I am thrilled to pieces that we decided to go with the Tangled Crafted, because I never would have made this had it not been for a Tangled Crafted. And the weeding and application process took me exactly as long as Tangled the movie is. I put Tangled on in the background, watched that while I did weeding and application, and it was perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my ring light down here. Hopefully you guys will be able to see how pretty this is. It's not picking up as well, but I did take some video downstairs of how it looks like in the dark. Does not do nearly enough justice on camera as it is in person. I promise you. It is gorgeous, and yeah, legit my favorite thing I think I've ever made. So pleased, so pleased. So those are all of my crafted Tangled projects. I hope that you guys enjoyed them. So yeah, we will be back next month, the month of February, with a slight Valentine's themed crafted, kind of. I mean, I don't want to give too much away, but it will have something to do with love. And that's all I will say about that. So you guys can leave some guesses down below, and I will not let you know if you're wrong or right, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, that is everything that I have for you guys for today. Definitely make sure to head on over to Jessi's video, watch what she made. I can't wait to see what she puts together because she's just the crafting queen. So very excited to see her crafts finalized. If you are not already subscribed and you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you head out the door. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it as well, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!